Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here, and yes, we are in FIFA 19 right now. I was just in FIFA 20, plowing through one of my icon swaps objectives, playing with a bunch of silver EFL Championship and Scottish Professional Football League players that I could care less about, and it hit me. Why am I doing this? What is my end result here? And I got to thinking about my end FIFA 19 team. And take a look at the players we have here. Look at the icons specifically. We have prime Eusebio and prime Ruud Gullit. On the bench, we have prime R9, prime Vieira, prime moment Socrates, and prime moments Laurent Blanc. And I got to thinking, there is no way in FIFA 20 this year that I will be able to play with any of these players. And that is kind of a hard revelation to take. It's because icon swaps are not going to reward us, not going to reward the hardcore player the way that we've been rewarded in the past with these prime icon SBCs. So let's take a look. Let's go back into FIFA 20 now. So let me bring that up. So if we go over to FIFA 20, load the legendary FIFA 20 screen, what are we playing for this year? We're playing for Baby Vieira or Base Vieira, whatever you want to call it, not Prime Vieira. And listen to some of these icons that have not been released yet. So this means if Icon Swaps 3 doesn't contain all of these, then we're not even going to have access to them because the price of them are so off kilter with what's going on out there. But Ruud Gullit has not been released. Eusebio has not been released. R9 has not been released. Cruyff has not been released. Pele has not been released. Zidane has not been released. Maradona has not been released. Maldini has not been released. And I don't want to continue to just slog through all of these icon swaps objectives, playing with these first owner players, playing these squad battles that I'm not really enjoying, just on icon swaps 3 to get a mid Frank Lampard or a base Shevchenko or a prime Gattuso, something like that. It's like it's just not worth it. It's I don't know. It's just kind of hit me. I've kind of been on the fence on icon swaps. I was a little bit worried about this from the beginning, but I dutifully have went through, completed most of the challenges. Just kind of been working on those. Let me change my profile to my current team, my Christmas to Glory team. And if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. We've started a really cool series. I was kind of fed up with FIFA 20, and I just completely started over a brand new team at Christmas. Started something called the Christmas to Glory. But anyways, on my main team, I've got the Steven Gerrard from Icon Swaps 1, a solid player, but he's not Hullet, he's not Eusebio, he's not Vieira, he's nothing like that. So the problem is we're playing for icons that are not going to be in-game icons. They're not what we're wanting to work towards. And the great thing about the icon SBCs for the prime card, now that was the biggest problem last year. We wanted prime moments R9, prime moments Hullet, prime moments Eusebio, but they only gave us just a prime version, and that was kind of bad enough now. Now this year we're not even going to have a chance at it. So let's just look on the transfer market a second. Let's see how much Ruud Gullit is going for his prime version if he's even on the market at this time. Let's see. So Hullit's prime version, 7,230,000 coins. So pretty expensive if you want the Ruud Gullit. Let's see about Eusebio. So Eusebio's prime version. What a bargain. 6,750,000 coins. So that is great. What about Prime R9? And I think Prime R9 would be absolutely amazing this year. He just has the stats 10 million. Okay, so that's not too bad. So for just those three cards, we need about 24, 23, 24 million coins. So that's no big deal. No big deal. So that's what's just really kind of grinded my gears a little bit lately, I guess you would say, as Peter Griffin would say. And again, this is the team I was playing with, and I don't have any trouble winning these challenges. I completely can dominate world class or legendary or whatever AI you want us to beat. It's not even that. It's just we have to play 18 total squad battle games, and then we have to have 12 total wins and rivals with first owner teams, and that's for 6 icon swaps tokens. So that's a minimum of 30 games you have to play. Now, I will say, let me just say a couple good things about icon swaps. I do think it has helped the casual player, and I don't have any problem with that. I think it's great to help the casual player. If a casual player is only playing an hour a day or 2 hours a week or whatever, and they get a chance to play some squad battles and get an icon into their team, that's great. Keep the icon swaps, but you need to have that thing there that we as hardcore players or players that are really grinding the game have something to work towards, that we can have that prime Eusebio, we can have that prime Hullet. And that's kind of, I mean, Hullet is my favorite player to play with. He is the biggest game changing player in the game. And we just do not have that way to get to him this year. Just it's just not going to happen. We either have to get really lucky or they're going to have to release something out there. But if you look at this, Bobby Moore, Frank Rijkaard, Hierro. Now, Van der Sar is the only possible exception because last year he was probably the best goalkeeper in FIFA 19, but I don't think he's nearly as good in FIFA 20. I would rather have just Gold, Ter Stegen than Van der Sar. But, most of these cards are just good cards, but not like, oh my gosh, I got Fernando Hierro. There's just nothing out there like that. Raul, Koeman. Koeman's got some decent stats, but still none of this stuff is what's going to really take care of everything for us. And we only get what is that? That's the base version of Socrates. And let's see. And then we get over here to the really good ones. We have what mid is that mid Del Piero? Yeah, mid Del Piero, base Ronaldinho, whose stats is the only one, like his agility is 85, so you're not just doing all that crazy stuff with Ronaldinho. His pace is a little low, so we get base Ronaldinho and we get base Vieira. So it's like if we're gonna play with Vieira this year, and that may be who I end up getting. On this Christmas to Glory account, I'm just trying to get whatever epic players I can to get to that real competitive level again. So I maybe would go with Vieira. I was thinking about going with Essien, but just the Vieira body modeling game is so impressive that, and plus the French links, I may still end up going with base Vieira. But it's frustrating to realize that this year in FIFA 20 we will not, or the vast majority of us will not have a chance to play with Hullet Prime, with R9 Prime, with Vieira Prime, with Eusebio Prime, with Cruyff Prime. So there's our Maldini, or no, even any of those, and that's probably what I figured. Probably the 23, the number one goal will probably be like a Maldini base version or mid version. I guess his base version is a left back, so it probably be like the mid Maldini will probably be the prize for Icon Swaps 3, would just be my guess. I just don't see them putting Hullet out there. I don't see them putting Eusebio. I don't see them putting R9. Maybe they would put like a base Cruyff. I don't know, but it's hard to imagine them putting them out there. So what I would recommend, keep some of this icon swaps too. But the other thing is too, like let's look at some of these. Now I'm going the wrong way. Look at some of the objectives, and I have completed all of the objectives for the online version. We've got 6 from the first season. We have all of our, let's see, icon swaps online, so we've completed all of these. So that was 12 wins we had to have in rivals. And you're not going to win all 12 of your games in rivals. It just doesn't really happen. So let's just say that took, even if you're amazing at it, say it took 16 games to get all of those. So that's 16 games you have to play, plus you have to play 18 of the squad battles games. So that's a minimum of what, 34 that you have to play, or I guess the minimum is 30. So if you're playing 30 games to get these icon swaps, and this is just for 6 tokens total, so it's 30 games for 6 tokens. So if you're someone that's going after the Vieira or the Essien or the Del Piero or even the Ronaldinho, then you're the type of player that already plays quite a bit of FIFA, and you're not as likely to even need those players. It's almost like we're doing it just to be completionist in a way, and I kind of feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I feel like the Essien is a very strong card, but how much stronger is he than Allen? How much stronger is he than Conte? How much stronger is he than whatever the next CDM that's released? He's not prime Vieira. He's not prime Hullet. He's not on that level. He's a great card, but I don't see him as just a complete in-game card, or just that complete, oh my gosh, I have Essien, no one can even get through right now. So that's just kind of been weighing on my mind a little bit. It just makes it a little bit harder to get as excited for these. And what I feel like they should do again is have some sort of icons that you can obtain as a casual player. Like again, I feel like you do need to reward casual players for doing certain things in the game. I think that is 100% absolutely amazing. But for us hardcore players, for us experienced players that are used to playing with the Prime Vieira, used to playing with Prime Hullet, are used to be able to at least be able to work towards it. that makes a big difference too. Like those icon SBCs had like 14 parts, and you would do like 2 or 3 parts. I'd be like, okay, I'm making moves, I'm progressing. Next week I can get this player, I can do this team. You get some packs back. You're able to do some things and make some moves. You feel like you're progressing in the game. You're working towards that end objective of having these amazing players. And the only time that these icons get like super cheap anyway is when Team of the or the icon SBCs. The only time they got cheap was when Team of the Season was released, and you'd have like 95 rated players for like 20 or 30,000 coins on the market. And by the time Team of the Season gets here, by the time that whole hype is over from Team of the Season, the game is basically over. I mean, there's us hardcore players are going to continue to play and do a few things. You're not going to be as excited as you were at the beginning of the game cycle. But at that point, who cares if everybody has Prime Hullet, Prime Vieira, Prime R9, Prime Eusebio? It's just about a little bit of fun at that point. You're just milking it a little bit, waiting for FIFA 21 at that point. So I'm not going to be as excited if I'm running out there with Baby Vieira against, or, not even able to have the players that I want. So a little bit frustrating to kind of come to that realization that this year I'm not going to be able to play with all the players that I want to play with. Anyways, guys, this is going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts on the matter, if you like it, hate it, or whatever. I do think it's good in some places, but I do think it's going to hurt us hardcore players, hurt the ones that play the game the most, and that's kind of frustrating to realize. But anyways, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye!